Is it because I didn't know who Edith Wharton is?
No, I would never in my whole life not like someone for not knowing who Edith Wharton was. It's just me. It's entirely me.
Well, if you leave now, maybe you can catch the game before it ends.
That's not... Please don't think that way.
Last night even, I called the museum. I called MoMA because I thought that's something I never do. I live in New York. I should go to the museum. I should learn about art, but they said it was a $500 plate dinner, so I think I was just feeling really lonely.
I'm sorry, but I have to go.
No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't lay all this on you.
That's okay. Take care of yourself, okay?
It was really nice to meet you. You know, I mean it. Even if things don't work out, it was really nice to meet you.
You too. I mean, for me to meet you. Bye, Tony.
Hi, I'm Cody Estel, and I'm the director of Boy Gets Girl by Rebecca Gelman. Boy Gets Girl is a story about this woman, Teresa, who goes out on a blind date that her friend has set up.
And that blind date ends up turning her life upside down. It goes from seemingly benign to horribly, horribly wrong in the span of several weeks.
Teresa says she doesn't want to see him again, and then he shows up at her office and starts talking to her about how he really wants to work things out, but she doesn't want to have any of that. And then kind of as the play goes on, he really latches onto Teresa and really kind of becomes obsessed with her.
As though there might have been a time when what Tony does in the play, or what we really know that he's done, at least in the early part of the play, is kind of just what a lot of guys do when they're desperately in love with a girl. Of course, the interesting part of the play, spoiler alert, is that Tony takes it a great deal further.
Have you seen him following you?
No, but I lied and said I had been at work, and he said, "Oh, really?" All sarcastic, like he wanted me to know that he knew I was lying.
Where had you been?
It doesn't matter.
But you were lying.
I don't have to tell him anything.
I'm not saying you do, but you're not the world's best liar. He probably picked up on that, which is why he was being sarcastic, not because he was following you.
Maybe. But I still felt like he was watching me somehow.
You feeling guilty about something?
What would I have to feel guilty about?
Oh? Did you sleep with him?
No. Howard, Jesus.
I had to ask.
No, you didn't.
What Gelman does best in her writing is that she literally writes this character who, Tony the stalker, who is only in a couple of the scenes, but he has this presence throughout the whole entire play. She can't escape this.
What happens to her changes everybody in the play, for the worse.
But do I seem like someone who would get stalked?
No. There's never any rhyme or reason to it. It's never anybody's fault.
I keep thinking I did something.
It's because you're human.
I am?
Yeah. That's not what I mean. What I mean is, I come from this big family, right? 5 boys, and I'm the only girl. And my parents paid for my brothers to go to college, but they never even offered to pay for me. I was supposed to get married right out of high school. I was engaged and everything, and the guy I was supposed to marry, he won a Pulitzer Prize last year.
Who is he?
I don't want to tell you.
Who does he write for?
It's not important. What matters is that I went to Hunter College, and I had to pay my own way because my family thought I was making such a huge mistake.
Does he write for the Times?
It doesn't matter. My point is that I had to work my way through school. But why? Why didn't I demand that my parents pay for me? They paid for my brothers, right? Why didn't I demand that they pay for me?
I don't know.
Because it never occurred to me. Because the system of my family and the system of the world around my family never laid that option out for me. So I never thought of it.
I don't understand the connection.
Just that sometimes we can't always tell how much is us and how much is the world around us. If that makes any sense.
And by the end of the play, she really realizes how vulnerable she is. She examines the way she's been living and realizes it's probably not the best way.
I think for me, what is important for the audience when they leave is to feel like oh my goodness, that could have been me, or I need to be aware of how much I let the world around me know at any given moment, because in an instance, your world can be changed overnight and completely unexpected.